Hi fellas, this is Chematics again with the solution. Welcome back to my another video tutorial. Okay fellas, so today we're gonna study the rate equation. Okay, so let's get started. The rate equation for the oxidation of bromide ions by bromate 5. This is bromate 5. Well, we have discussed in this details about the problem where it includes this reaction, oxidation of bromide ions by bromate 5. Okay, so I'll put the link to that description. I will put the link to that lesson at the end of this video tutorial. So I will put the similar videos link to that. uh, Let me tell this once again. I will put the playlist of these similar videos at the end of this video. Okay, okay. Just leave it for that now. Okay. So where were we? Yes, we're gonna study the rate equation involving the oxidation of bromide ions and bromate 5 ions in acid solution is shown below. Okay, so let us at first read the question. The rate equation for the oxidation of bromide ions by bromate 5 ions in acid solution is shown below. Okay, so this is the rate equation that is given over here. So rate is equals to this and this. So let us know what is meant by rate. Where is it? Where it is? Okay, let me choose another thing. Okay, let me write it here. Yeah. So at first, let us know what is meant by rate. So rate is simply the what the change in concentration. It is the change in concentration per unit time. Rate is simply the change in concentration per unit time. Okay, so now let us know what is meant by uh, rate equation. It is an equation where it shows the following relationship. So what does the relationship, what is the relationship? So relationship is this, just like boyfriend girlfriend. Okay, so by the way, I don't have any girlfriend. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, I'm single. So guys, I love to be single. Okay, so stop commenting about that. So rate rate is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants A B raised to some powers m and n. Okay, so this gives the relationship between the rate and the concentration of reactants. Okay, so this is the reactants A and B. Suppose this is the reaction A B. This gives something like D plus E. Okay, so these are not this power are not this coefficient of the reactants and products. This no, this is something else. Let us write it as S T U V. Those are something else. Okay, those mean something else. These are called mole. Okay, so we are not using mole over this power. So here this is uh, this is actually means that this rate equation tells us that the rate is directly proportional to the product of change in concentration of A and B, which is raised to appropriate powers m. Okay, so what are these appropriate powers m? M is equals to order, m is equals to order of A, and n is equals to order order, just order a pizza. Okay. Just kidding. So order of B. All right. So M is order of A and N is order of B. Now the question might arise from you fellas that what does this order means? So order simply means order of A. Okay. So it is the it is the it is the number of particles of reactant A. Sorry, this is not A, this is A, reactant A. It is the number of particles of reactant A, which are involved up to and including. We should also include RDS, rate determining step, including rate determining step. Okay, so which includes so here how it goes. What order of A? So it is the number of particles of A which are involved up to and including rate determining step. Okay, so the question, another question might arise. Let me clear my grammar over here. Yeah, my grammar is really bad. Okay, because I'm not an English boy. I'm not an English boy. Okay, so it is the number of particles of reactant A which are involved up to and including rate determining step. So now the question might arise from you fellas that what does this rate determining step means? What the heck is rate determining step? So let's see. Rate determining step. So rate determining step. So rate determining step, it is the slowest step. It is the slowest step of a multi-step mechanism. So it is simply the slowest step of a multi-step mechanism. So what the heck is multi-step mechanism? So suppose a reaction is involving. Okay, so suppose this reaction. So this reaction is occurring. Okay, reaction between A and B. So this reaction is happening, but this reaction won't happen in a single step mechanism. Okay, so suppose this reaction is occurring, and this reaction might occur in single step mechanism, one step mechanism, but or it may occur in multi-step mechanism. It may occur in different step mechanism. Okay, so many mechanism, so many ways of mechanism, so many steps. It may involve so many steps. Okay, of this reaction. It may involve intermediates, transition steps, blah blah blah, something like that. So since it has many steps, so the rate determining step would be the step which has the slowest slowest rate. The mechanism which would have the slowest rate, that would be the rate determining step. So why it should be the rate determining step? Since the rate of since the rate of that reaction is since the rate of the step is really slow, so we can follow the rate. So that's why that is called the rate determining step. I hope that you have understood what is meant by the order of A rate determining step. Okay, so this is how it goes. Did I miss anything? Rate, okay, rate equation, fine. Rate is proportional to this. Well, we can write the rate equation. We can modify this rate equation. Okay, just the sports car, just like that. rate is equals to k, a to the power m multiplied by b to the power n, where k is rate constant. Okay, so here we have just removed this proportional sign and we have introduced this new equal sign. So if we when we are introducing new equal sign, so there should be a new feature called constant, just a simple arithmetic issue. Okay, issue. So this is just an arithmetic issue. Okay, proportionality. So since we have introduced equal sign, so we will write k. So where k in here is particularly constant, rate constant. So it is required to mention that this k is small letter. Okay, this is not capital letter, since the capital letter k represents the equilibrium constant. Here we are not dealing with equilibrium constant, here we are dealing with rate constant. So I hope that you have understood. So now let us move back to the topic, move back to the question, packing our luggage and coming back to this question. Not funny. So let us once again copy paste this whole thing. BrO3 minus, okay, then this is Br minus, and this is H plus square. So here the order of bromate 5 is 1, here the order of bromide is 1, here the order of H plus is 2, as we can see from the rate equation, where the power, appropriate powers, represents the order of that particular reactant. So here we can see that there are 3 reactants. Okay, so now let us read the question once again. The rate equation for the oxidation of bromide ions, the rate equation for the oxidation of bromide ions by bromate 5 ions in acid solution is shown below. If the concentrations of all the reactants double, the rate will increase by a factor of this. Okay, so they have said that the concentration of all these reactants are being doubled. So this is doubled, this is doubled, this is doubled, or in other words we can say that this particular reactant's concentration is being increased by a factor of 2. This particular concentration of this reactant is increased by concentration factor 2. Okay, this is been doubled, so all of them are doubled. Okay, so here we just need to find the factor that the rate will increase. So the rate will increase by which factor? Okay, so we just leave the k as it is, since we can see that these are in all in product form. So just writing this in product, and we are just keeping it square. Okay, so as we can see that we are just substituting the values. Suppose this is 2. Okay, so we are just substituting the values of 2, just putting all the factors that are increased here. So we are just putting all the factors of 3 reactants that it is increased over here. Okay, just putting all the factors that are increased, okay, by which that are increased. So now we are just gonna write this thing. So 2 to the power 4. So finally we have got the answer 16k. Since k is the constant, we're gonna leave it like that. So here D is the answer, okay, to this question. So that is the answer, that is 16. Okay, that is how we gonna find the factor that the rate will increase if the if all three reactants are doubled. So that is how we're gonna deal with this problem. So I hope that fellas you have understood the question as well as the answer. If you have any question regarding this solution, please let me know in the comment section. I'm always there, happy to help you out. Okay, so until next time, um, stay cool, stay awesome, and as always, best of luck for your exam, and peace with chemistry.